Okay.
Hi, Naisha. How are you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Good, good. I'm glad that today you're able to attend this class on mathematics. First, let me know something more about you.
Yes. I'm Nasha. I love sports. I'm a state level archery player, but because of this, I've missed my classes, and that's why I'm here to take help from Anil sir in my maths. I want gold in maths also, like I get in my sports.
Sure, you will. An archer, has focus, and anybody who has focus can do so well in anything whatsoever. So, just as you scored gold in archery, you will score gold in mathematics also. I'll ensure that. Now, tell me, today, what do you really want to learn in mathematics?
I have test in January
Mhm.
on my 3 chapters. So, my today's topic will be
You can
about
share
binomial.
the screen. You can share the
Okay.
screen. We'll go through your book and see what you need to learn so that you get gold in mathematics also. Okay?
Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Yes. So we were on. Yeah. Yes, we were on this round.
We'll start from here. Okay? Now, okay. So the topic here is dividing polynomials, correct?
Yes. We had done this sum,
Mhm.
and I think yes, we were on this one.
We'll do this.
Right.
Okay, great. So today we will see how do we divide a polynomial by a binomial, correct?
Yes.
So it is very special. We are divide polynomial by a binomial. All the polynomials which we are going to take will be in single variable. You'll note that there is only one variable now,
Yes.
y in this case, right? So we'll say single variable. You understand what polynomials are? Always you have to write polynomials in correct order. That means from highest degree to lowest degree, as they have
Yes.
written y square plus 10y plus 24, and we have to divide that by y plus 4, correct? The
Okay.
method shown here is that y plus 4 was in denominator, and therefore the book somehow separated the numerator to get y plus 4 as a factor. This process is kind of very difficult, right? Do you find it easy? It's not so easy, correct? I will show you an easy method. So easy method is long division. And let me show you how using long division, we can really make it very, very simple. Okay?
Yes.
Here is how we are going to do it. So last time we did discuss the long division process. Here I will redo it. So we have to divide y square plus 10y plus 24. That is a dividend, and the divisor is y plus 4, correct?
Yes.
We have got two terms, and therefore we will engage two terms, right? Now you have to
Yes.
take care of the first term, y. How many times y will go into y square? Tell me.
We'll get by.
Y times, correct? Because y
Yes.
times y is y square.
Yes.
So now we will multiply y with y plus 4. What do you get? You get y square plus 4y,
Oh,
correct?
yes.
And now you subtract it. When you subtract, you get 6y, right?
Yes.
Bring down 2y plus 2y. Now, how many times will y go in 6y?
Sorry.
How many times will y go in 6y? It will go 6 times. So now multiply y plus 4 by 6. 6 times 4 is 24. I copied this. There was no y here. It was 24. Right?
Right.
Yeah. So it is 24, not y, right? 24. Okay. So 6 times 4 is 24. And 6 times y is 6y. Correct? And we get a remainder, which is 0. Is that correct?
Yes.
So do you see we get the same result?
Yes.
The quotient is y plus 6, remainder is 0, and that is it. So do you see how simple it is?
Yes.
So we are going to do all these questions using the method of long division, right? So let me clear this, and now let's take up the next question, please. Okay, wait. So we have now p square plus 7p minus 5. We need to divide this by p plus 3. So what am I going to do? You help me out this time, okay? So we will write the dividend, which is p square
plus 7p
yes,
minus 5.
and the divisor is
P plus 3.
how many times will that go? We have to engage
P.
two terms, p terms, correct? P times. So p times 3 is 3p, and p times p is p square, right? So p square plus 3p. When you subtract, what do you get?
We'll get 4p.
Bring down 5.
Yes.
Now, what should I multiply p plus 3 with? I need to get 4p. So I'll multiply with 4, correct?
Right.
We get 4p plus 4 times 3, 12, right? Now
Yes.
you take away. When you take away, minus 5 minus 12 is minus 17, right?
Right.
Therefore, we get our answer. So easy. Do you see it is so easy? So we
Yes.
get our answer, which should be equal to p plus 4 is our quotient, correct? And the remainder is minus 17. We still need to divide this by p plus 3, correct?
Right.
So you can now write down the answer, which is quotient is p plus 4 and remainder
It's minus 17.
minus 7. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Any difficulty?
No.
Absolutely clear. See how easy it is? It is very difficult to do the way book has shown, but this is a very easy process, okay?
Yes.
Continue. Next question, please. They got minus 17, right? Remainder? You see the same remainder? Next
Yes, we
question.
got
Yeah.
the same number.
Now, yeah, wait. How will you do this question? This time we have to divide 3x plus 2x squared plus 4x cubed by x minus 4. So what should be your first step?
Normal dividing.
You have to rearrange. You see, we have to rearrange in this case. Write in proper order. So we'll write 4x cubed first. So we'll write this as 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we are going to divide by the divisor x minus 4. So first step, because this was mixed up, it was not written in proper order. We have to rearrange. Now tell me, how many times will x go into 4x cubed?
4 ones are 4.
And then x squared, right?
Yes.
To get the cube. So now when you multiply, you get 4x cubed minus 4 times 4 is 16 x squared, correct? And now we take away. So when you take away, 2x squared minus 16x squared will give you 18x squared, correct?
18x squared.
Bring down 3x.
Yes.
Now how many times will x go into 18x squared?
I don't know about 18.
18x, right? When you divide 18x squared by x, you get 18x. So we write that
Yeah.
18x, correct?
Yeah.
Multiply. And 18 times minus 4 will be 4 times 8, 32, 3, and 7. And we get this x. Now we take away, so we get 75x in the rim.
75x.
However, you can still
Okay.
divide 75x with x, correct? So we will add,
We will divide it with x.
yeah, till the degree of this is same or above, we can divide. So we'll add a 0. This is called a placeholder, right? And we'll bring down 0 here. Do you see that?
Yes.
A constant. So how many times we can divide? We can divide by 75.
Yes.
So when I multiply by 75, what do I get?
Hello, can you
75,
repeat after 75?
yes, 75x minus, how much is that? 75 times 2 is 150 and then 300, correct?
I was not able to hear you properly.
Pardon?
I was not able to hear you properly.
Okay, now is it clear? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. 75 times minus 4 is minus 300. Now, if you
Yes.
take away, I get 300 as my remainder. Do you see that?
Yes.
So that is how I'm going to do this particular question.
Oh.
So can you tell me the steps? Can you repeat the steps and tell me how we did this question starting from the given 3x plus 2x squared plus 4x cubed divided by x minus 4.
We first rearranged the numbers and
Correct.
the variables.
Yes.
Then we divided x minus 4 with 4x cubed, where we got 4x squared.
Yes.
Then we wrote 16 here.
Yeah,
And
4
then
times.
we added 16 and 2. We get
Subtracted. When you
18.
subtract, you get 2x squared minus 16, we get 18x. Yes.
Yes, 18x square. And then we took 3x down.
Yes.
And we got 18x.
Yes.
And we wrote here 72 minus 72x, where
Yes.
we got 75x. Now we can divide it further. That's why we added here 0 and we added down 0. So that's why we wrote up here 75 and we divided it and we got the remainder as 300.
So in this case, what is the question for us?
Quotient is 4x squared plus 18x plus 75.
And what is the remainder?
300.
Very good. Let's take the next question, okay?
Yes.
Move on. See, the book solution is very difficult for a grade 8 student. You cannot do all that which they are showing, right? And therefore,
Right.
I'm not even trying to help you in that fashion. You have to adopt this new method for you, which is a standard international method. We use it in Canada also, correct?
Right.
I'll share with you my videos on this. It'll be very easy for you. Now tell me, how am I going to do this question?
2m cubed plus m squared plus n plus 9. 2n minus 1.
Correct.
First we will write 2m squared.
So m squared, correct? Because 2m is already there. So m
Yes.
square is required. 2m times m square will give me 2m cube, correct?
Right.
So m square. So I get here 2m cube minus m square, correct?
Squared.
Now we'll take away. When you take away, you get what?
0.
2m square, because that minus and becomes positive, right? When you take away. But when you do take away of this expression, then the signs will change. So you get 2m square. Now bring down m, so plus m, bring down m, correct? How many times will this go now?
M.
M times, you're right. So then you get 2m square minus m. Now again, when you take away, what happens? You get here 2m.
2m.
Bring down 9 plus 9. Now again, we can now multiply and that will be 1 this time. So 1 times 2m minus 1 will be 2m minus 1. And when you take away, what is the remainder for you?
8.
10, because that minus becomes plus, right? So 10. So you have to be careful at this stage. You get the idea?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, what is the quotient? Let me write Q as a quotient, which is m square
plus m
plus
plus
1.
1.
And the remainder being 10. Is it okay?
10. Yes.
Next question, please.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Now here, you see it is all mixed up and this is also mixed up, right? Now here, we have to do two things. First is rearrange. And second is placeholder. I'll tell you what is placeholder. We have to put placeholder 0. I will explain you while solving the question or performing long division. So we have the divisor, which is 2 plus x square, right?
Right.
But if I rearrange, I have an x missing. So I should write this as x square plus, there is no x. So I'll write 0x. Does it make sense? And then plus 2. Because
I'll be able to put 0x.
2 plus x square. X term is missing, right?
Right.
After x square, we should have got something with x and then a constant. We have to write all the terms. So the term which is missing is normally multiplied with 0 because 0 times anything is 0, correct? So we call this as the placeholder. You understand this placeholder now?
Yes.
So it has no other, I'll show you how it helps you. Now, look at the dividend. In the dividend, can you tell me? First term should be x cube, right? We have to write it in proper order.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, x to the power of 4. I'm sorry, x to the power of 4. X to the power of 4 is the highest term, right? So x to the power of 4 and then x cube.
Yes.
And then the x square term is minus 3x square. And then we have plus 3x.
Yes.
And the constant minus 12. Is it okay?
Yes.
Now let me explain you one more thing. What is the degree of dividend? Can you tell me degree? Degree is the highest power. So of the dividend, the degree is 4. Highest power is 4, correct?
Okay.
And what is the degree of divisor?
X.
2. Power of x, highest power is 2, correct?
Okay.
So you are dividing a polynomial of degree 4 by another polynomial of degree 2. So what remainder do you expect? What will be the degree of remainder?
2 and 4 are divisible, so 0.
No, not like that. 4 minus 2 is 2. Less than 2. Not like this. Divisor you are dividing with is 2 plus x square, degree 2. So anything for degree 2 or higher will be divided. Remainder will be less than degree 2. It could be 1 or 0. So remainder degree will be 1
or
0. You understand? Less than 2. Is it okay?
Yes.
Let me write down less than 2. This is less than 2. It could be 1 or 0. 0 means it could be a constant. 1 means like linear. So let's begin and see how can we divide it. Very important question. So first thing, compare x square with x to the power of 4. And we have 3 terms to this times, correct? Because x square, 0x and 2. 3 terms which we will involve. So it will go x square times, right? So multiply with x square, you get x to the power of 4. And here it will be 0x cube, correct? Because 0
Right.
times anything is 0. And we get plus 2x square. When you
Yes.
take
2x
away,
square.
well, what do you get? Minus 3x square plus 2x square becomes negative. So this becomes minus 5x square. Is it okay? And
Yes.
x cube will remain as x cube because taking away 0 will not make it different. So we have x cube minus 5x square. Let us bring down 3x now. How many times will x square go into x cube? Only one time, right? X. Only x.
Yes.
Multiply by x square. You get x cube minus 0x square plus 2x, correct?
Right.
Now again take away. So from minus 5x square, when you take away, you get minus 5x square. And here you get x, correct? 3
We
minus
get
2,
x.
x. And bring down minus 12. Now,
Right.
how many times will it go? X square in minus 5x square. It will be minus 5 times.
5 times.
Minus 5. When you multiply, you get minus 5x square minus 0x
Yes.
and minus 10, correct?
Right.
So what is the remainder? X
We
minus
get
0x is x, correct?
X.
And here we get minus 12.
2.
Minus of minus 10 means minus 2, right?
2. Right.
So do you see the remainder is linear, 1 degree?
Yes.
What is the quotient? The quotient for us this time is
X
x
square
square
plus
plus
x
minus
minus 5.
5. And the remainder is x minus 2. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Do you see how we divided and got all the terms correct?
Yes.
That is how you are going to do using long division. The question here is very simple. Question is divide and write quotient and the remainder, right? You can
Right.
follow any process of division. Long division is the standard way. We will follow that method and then we'll write down the quotient and the remainder. So we have solved the question, correct?
Correct.
That is how we'll do. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Can you tell me what did you learn in the solution of this particular question?
We learned that we can find out the degree
Yes.
by just seeing the question. Like we
Yes.
found out that it could be 1 or 0 or 2 in the remainder.
Remainder could be degree 0 or 1 because remainder has
Yes.
to be lesser than the degree of divisor.
Divisor. We learned placeholder
Yes.
and we learned 3-digit placeholder thing, like how to do 3 things together, not 2 things together, but 3 things together.
If there are 3 terms in the divisor, we have to involve 3 in the dividend. Is that okay?
Yes.
Correct. So let's move on. Take another example. Next example. Very good. Wait. So this time we have 6 times all this divided by a cube minus 2, correct?
Yes.
I don't know why the 6 is there because when they are dividing, they have not written 6, right?
Yes.
Let us see if they did, and is 6 is a typing error or what? They have not used 6 at all, correct? At the end, did they only? No, nothing. Okay, so 6 is not there. So let's do it, okay? So I'm cutting this 6 for
It is
our.
the 6th sum. It is the 6th sum. In my textbook, it is the 6th sum.
I see, I see. Okay, okay. So we have to divide a to the power of all this. So can you help me?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me.
We will rearrange. We will not rearrange it.
It is already arranged.
Yes.
It is already arranged. You straight away write it down as it is. A cube, but we have to use a placeholder. Do you see that? A cube,
Yes.
a cube, 0x square because x square term is missing, plus 0x because x term is also missing, and minus 2. Do you see that quotient?
Yes.
2 terms are missing. Therefore, we have 2 placeholders. Very important. Now, Since we have these 4 numbers, we are going to involve 4 digits, correct? 4 terms.
Yes.
A cube will go how many times in A4? A times.
8 times.
So we will write A here on the 4th term. Now multiply. A4 plus 0A cube plus 0A square minus 2A, correct?
Right.
When you take away minus A minus 2A, when you take away, then you get A, correct? And then bring down 1. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now the degree of numerator is 3. I mean divisor is 3. And the remainder is now with degree 1. So that becomes a remainder. You cannot further divide. Is that clear to you?
Okay.
So you get a quotient which is A, right? And you
Right.
get the remainder which is A plus 1. You're done. You see how easily we have done it?
Yes.
Now look at the book solution. Go ahead and see what did they get. Continue. See?
A minus 1.
Quotient is A minus 1. How come?
Yes.
Okay, let's see the question once again. Let's see the question once again. Correct. Now wait. Let me see if we copied it correctly or not. Oh, I copied it wrong. I wrote minus 2 here. And this is plus 1, correct?
Yes.
No, yeah, my plus 1 is correct. Yeah, plus 1 is correct. A4 minus A cube
And
plus
it
A
is
square
minus 2.
plus 1, that is correct. And when I multiply by 2, so sorry, I did not write these. So let me redo, okay? Sorry. Let's redo it, okay? Yeah, I did mistake. Okay, we'll do redo. Nesha, can you help me how to solve this? Nesha, can you help me how to solve this question? Tell me.
Okay. A raised to 4
Okay.
minus A cube
Mm-hmm.
plus A square
Yeah.
minus A
Yes.
plus 1.
And the divisor is
A cube.
minus 2. So there are 2 terms which are missing, right?
Right.
So we need a placeholder here. So I'm writing placeholder. So a placeholder will be, let me rewrite, A cube plus 0A square, right?
Right.
And A term is also missing. So I'll write 0A. And then I'll write minus 2. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Now let's divide. How many times will A cube go into A to the power of 4? We have to take 4 terms,
Yeah.
right? So we'll write
Yes.
here A times. Is that okay? 4
Yes.
terms. We are taking 4 terms since we have 4 terms in the divisor. Now let's multiply and write down. We get A to the power of 4 plus 0A cube plus 0A square minus 2A, correct?
Yes.
Let's take away. So when you take away from minus A cube, you get minus A cube, correct? Here you get plus A square. Here you get what? Minus A minus 2A gives me plus A, correct?
Plus A.
And now let's bring down number 1. So plus 1. So we have A cube and minus A cube. So what should go into the quotient? Minus 1, right?
Yes.
So when I multiply, I get minus A cube plus 0, or I could write minus also, doesn't matter, minus 0A and plus 2, correct? Minus and minus becomes plus.
Plus.
And so what do you get? So here, A cube cancel. A square minus 0A square is A square. Then
Yes.
A minus 0A is plus A. And 1 minus 2 is minus 1, correct?
1. Right.
So That is what we get as our remainder. So we have the quotient here, which is a minus 1, and the remainder is a square plus
Square
a
plus a
minus.
minus 1.
Is that clear to you?
Yes.
So that is how, yeah, we got the same answer, a square plus a minus 1. And see how easily we got that answer, correct?
Right.
So that is how you are going to do using long division.
Yes.
Okay, last question. So this is our last question for the day. Can you do this yourself and show me how you will do it? Yes.
Let's try.
You can tell me, I'll write down.
Okay. Can you, what you will rearrange it or we will not rearrange it?
So it is already in proper order, 4, 3, 1, and 0. So one term is missing, which is x square term. So we'll put a 0 x square as a placeholder, correct?
Okay.
Because one term is missing. In the divisor, we have 4x minus 1. That is also arranged. So we do not have to rearrange, but we have to put a placeholder here, right?
Okay.
So we have put 0x as a placeholder as shown here. Now there are two terms, so we are going to involve two terms. So 4x dividing into 4x to the power of 4, what will go into the quotient?
4x cube.
X, yeah, x cube will go.
Okay.
Because 4 and 4 is already there, right? So multiply x cube, you get 4x to the power of 4 minus x cube. So when you take away, what do you get?
5.
Minus 5 minus of minus 1 will give me minus 4x cube, right?
How do you get 4x cube?
Because see, minus 5x cube. So you're doing like this. You're doing, let me show it here. Minus 5x cube minus of minus x cube. Do you see that? So minus and minus becomes plus, right?
Plus. Right. Yes, I got it.
So bring down 0x square. Now
Yes.
you'll multiply in the quotient. What should I get? Minus 1, because minus 1 times 4 will give me minus 4 times x square, right? So I could write, there's no need to write minus 1. I should have written only x, because you normally do not write 1 there, right? So I'll write minus x square, correct?
Minus x square. Okay.
Because that will give me 4 minus 4x cube. Okay, multiplying with minus gives me plus x square.
Plus x square.
When you take away, we have to take away, right? In division. So 0
Yes.
minus, you get minus x square. Bring down the next term, which is minus 7x. Now, what should I multiply by? 1/4, right? Because there is x, 4x, correct? Do you see that?
Yes.
And we only want minus x square. So I have to divide by minus 1/4. Is that clear to you? Times x, correct?
Okay.
So when you multiply 4x with minus 1/4, then only you get minus x square. And minus 1 times that gives me plus 1/4x. Is that clear?
Yes.
When you take away, so what is minus 7x minus 1/4x? Let's do it on the side. So 4 is common. So 28 and 1, 29, right? So we get minus 29/4x. Is this clear to you?
Yes.
Plus 1. So what will come in the quotient now?
X cube minus x square.
No, we have to go
Minus-
one more time because 4x is there. and here we have minus 29 over 4x. So we will multiply that number by what? So obviously we have minus 29 over, because we need 4 in the denominator, 16. Do you see that? Very tricky. 16, then you get 4, right? So basically, you have to divide this by 4, correct? How will you get? You do minus 29x over 4, divide this by 4x. So x cancel, you get minus 29 by 16. That is what you get in quotient. You get minus 29 over 4x here, and minus becomes plus 29 over 16, correct? Now you have to take this. So 1 minus that is how much? Do it. So we'll redo here. 1 minus 29 over 16. 16 common denominator. 16 minus 29 is how much? We get minus and take away 16 from 29, which is 13 over 16. Do you see that?
Yes.
So that becomes your remainder. So this is slightly difficult since we have fractions involved in the quotient and remainder, correct? So it's very tricky. So I will upload this video, watch it once again and practice. Let us check the answer, please. Let's go ahead, see what do we get. See, they have got similar thing, right? Go back. 13 over 16, right? Minus. So they got the same answer, minus 13 over 16, which is ours. Is that okay? But my process of long division is much, much simpler. And therefore, you should adopt this particular method. With that, we complete your exercise also, correct?
Yes.
So I'd like you to practice the questions from your book and understand how can we divide polynomials using long division. So for now, focus on long division and not the method which is given in your book, right? Later, once you understand long division, it becomes easier for you. Then we will look into the book method also, okay? For now, learn long division. Okay, we can end the class here. Good?
Yes.
So, summarize what did you learn today? Tell me, what did you learn today? I'll stop sharing the screen. You tell me. Stop sharing the screen. Yes, now you tell me, what did you learn in today's class?
Yes, I learned placeholders, how to do long division with placeholders, and adding fractions in the long division.
Correct.
And then how to identify what type of sum it is, like where we have to put the placeholder and like that. How to do rearranging.
Yes.
That's what we learned today.
Very good. You need to just practice some questions. If there is any difficulty, let me know. So in next class, we will learn that also. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Practice,
Bye-bye.
practice, and practice. Thank you.
Bye.
All the best. Enjoy. Bye.
Bye.